Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age updates a classic entry in the long-running RPG series. Whether you're revisiting Ivalice after a long time away or being introduced to Vard and friends for the very first time, here's everything that's bigger, brighter, and better in Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age. For starters, the 2017 remake has been given an overhaul in the visual and audio departments. Reworked textures and lighting effects make for richer environments, populated by more detailed enemies and player characters, both in-game and during cutscenes. Final Fantasy XII's original musical score has also been re-recorded with a full orchestra, making for some evocative melodies from those in the Spiritwood and Nalbina dungeons, and through to the epic grand themes during boss fights. There's even the option to switch back and forth between the original and the new recordings, as well as to have the character voices in English or Japanese, all ringing out through a 7.1 audio setup. Then there's the new Trials mode. Here you'll battle through up to 100 stages of increasingly difficult encounters with the many exotic enemy types found through Ivalice. Using your characters leveled through progression in the main game, you can pit your party against low-level grunts and increasingly tough boss fights for fame, fortune, and of course, a whole load of loot. Meanwhile, the new Zodiac Job System is a great example of how skill sets in Final Fantasy XII have been reworked. Abilities are unlocked on license boards attributed to each job or class, making it easier to understand, plan, and to focus on speccing for a specific role, such as a protective white mage or a powerful foe breaker. There are 12 jobs in total to choose from. While recognisable to those who picked up the Japan-only 2007 re-release of Final Fantasy XII, what's new for the Zodiac Job System this time around is that you're not limited to picking up just one role per character. Nope, the versatility here in the Zodiac Age means you can double up on your specialities by unlocking the option to assign 2 jobs to each character, giving them access to the abilities and equipment of both. And the game has been rebalanced to account for this change. So, if you're looking for a sharpshooting archer who can also double as an arcane red battle mage, or a hardy monk who wields black magic, or even a time mage machinist, you can dabble with the job system to create your perfect party. Elsewhere, there are a whole host of quality of life tweaks and improvements on the original Final Fantasy XII. The Smooth Guide systems introduces the ability to overlay the area map atop the on-screen action, helping you navigate complex areas more easily without having to pause the game to head into a separate map screen. Getting from A to B is also easier with the option to speed up traversal by up to 4 times, giving your party a speed boost that means you spend less time running around and more time leading the rebellion. It's also now possible to control guest party members and even summon espers, giving you far greater input into how these powerful allies behave in combat to help maximise their formidable abilities. All of which adds up to a more dynamic, modern RPG experience that draws on design changes seen in RPGs in the 11 years since Final Fantasy XII's original release. And that's your rundown of all that's new in the Zodiac Age. If you're still itching for a Final Fantasy fix, check out our review of the most recent instalment in the series, plus our top 12 Final Fantasy games.